Welcome to Flip Lesson 91 for the 6th grade. Today is really kind of just a review of our geometric formulas and just going back over them and making sure we, first of all, kind of really are getting these things memorized. They're just in our brains. We know what they are. And if we're not, we get them in our notes so that we can easily find them if we have forgotten them. But then, of course, once you have the formula, to actually plug in numbers to make sure that you're using the formula correctly. So overall, it should be a pretty nice review. At the same time, we're going to challenge you in a new way to make sure that you can really see what the formulas are. So let's take a look. All right, it says write the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. All right, so we know that a rectangle looks like this, and we have a length. That's not a length. Let's have a width. How do you write a W? Like that. And a length, and then we have a width and a length, right? And we want the simplest formula that we can have to really do the least amount of math. And so in the end, we've learned this already. We learned that perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. And that's the formula that we learned, right? Because there's 2 W's, there's 2 L's, and so we have that formula. Now, the second half of the question says, then substitute 7 centimeters for the length. So I'm going to put a 2 times 7 here. And then we're going to add that to a 2 times 5 for the width. And so do my math. That's 14 plus 10. And it's perimeter, right? 14 plus 10 gives me a 24. And we measured in centimeters. Can't see that anymore, but that's what we were measuring in. And so our perimeter of this rectangle is 24 centimeters. All right. The formula. Making sure we have that formula memorized. Let's try another one. It says write the formula for the area of a parallelogram. So we're not just dealing with perimeter, we're also going to deal with area. All right, so area of a parallelogram. Okay, let's see. Parallelogram. Right, here's our basic shape. All right, how did you define this, right? Okay, we we have, all right, we don't really have lengths and widths because we have angles. So instead we have bases, right? And we have a side here, but I don't remember anything with bases and sides. There must be something else. All right, and hopefully you're remembering that dotted line for that height. Okay, yeah, area. Area equals base times height. All right. Okay, so we got the formula. Great, got that figured out. Now let's substitute our numbers in and figure out the area. It says 8 inches for the base. So we got 8 inches times 6 inches for the height. So 6 inches. And of course, we're finding area. So if I'm going to solve this, 8 times 6 equals 48. And inches times inches gives me inches squared, which makes sense because we need square inches when we're dealing with area. And so we have that idea also. Now those are a couple freebies for you. However, here is your task. All right. I want you to finish filling out this chart, right? These are the 4 shapes that we're focusing on when it comes to perimeter and area at your level right now. And so these are the ones you have to know. So can you find the missing question marks and how they apply to the different shapes? All right, that's our review of perimeter and area and our geometric formulas that fit into all these different kinds of shapes. All right, so you have your table, and then you have a sample problem to get you on your way as you work with geometric formulas. That is lesson 91.